If you guys are ready for All-Star Tower Defense, this Halloween update to drop, go ahead and like the video right now. If you're ready for Anime Fighters to make its grand return, go ahead and drop a comment down below. What's up guys? F-Mike here. So I thought it'd be a good idea to, take a look at some units in All-Star Tower Defense, at least the most popular ones that, probably should get a buff or a rework. Could get a buff or rework, or will get a buff or rework in the future. So you can already see the loadout that I have down below. Yeah, those are the units that I'm talking about. I probably just I placed all of the units around the map. I'm just gonna walk over to each one and we can talk about it, see like exactly what's going on with each unit and why that unit deserves to be kind of buffed or whatever. So I guess the first one you can see I already placed Kirito 6-star down. So this is like a really hype unit, guys. You remember when this came out? Everybody was all about this unit. They're like, oh man, Kirito 6-star, Sword Art Online. This guy's gonna be busted OP. Yes, he is pretty busted OP. You guys can take a look at his damage. I don't know what level that is. Probably level 80 actually, or something close to it. But he's doing like 60,000 damage. He has 20 range and he attacks once every 11 seconds. So I think everybody can pretty much agree for Kirito 6-star at least. He's a pretty good character. Like, he does a lot of damage. His range is really big. Look at that AoE. It's actually bigger than his range. So as long as an enemy steps into his range, he's gonna hit everything where this star is. So I mean, his SPA, it could definitely use some work, guys. His SPA is it's actually really high. That's honestly like the biggest issue with Kirito. So if you remember the anime, Kirito, dude, he'll be dual wielding, and yes, this Kirito is dual wielding as well. This is the Kirito from what I see from Alicization, but yo, he's supposed to be doing that Starburst stream, attacking once every half a second. They gave him 11 SPA, guys, which honestly wouldn't be too bad if it weren't also for his range. He only has 20 range, guys. If you put the blue-eyed orb on him, and then I guess if you put Merlin buff, 35% range boost, his range is still too small, guys. It's only like a 30 range, maybe a little bit closer to 40, but he attacks so slow to the point where he can only get his attack off once or twice before enemies move out of his range, regardless of whether I guess his AoE is this big. If the enemies don't even enter his range, or if they get out of his range, he's not going to be able to attack them. So that's the thing with I guess Kirito 6-star over here. If they are going to rework or buff him, I don't know if he needs an ability. I don't believe he does. If he does get an ability called Starburst Stream though, I don't even know if that's what the move is called. I kind of forgot, but definitely increase his SPA. Make him attack faster. Give him a bigger range. And then if you want, you could definitely reduce the damage. He is doing a lot of damage already, so that's what I think Kirito 6-star could use. He could use a little love, honestly, guys. This is one of the most hype units in the game. Second unit on the list, though, we do have Sukuna 6-star. So I'm not really sure what went wrong with this unit over here, but he did get a buff, if you guys want to call it that, in the latest update. They added about, I guess, 10,000-ish more damage, and then they basically gave him another upgrade for 10,000 damage. So he used to be, I think, 65,000 damage at level 80. Well, now he's doing 76,000 damage. Oh, that sounds so good, huh? Right, guys? 10,000 extra damage. Well, the problem with Sukuna 6-star over here, guys, it was never really about his damage. His damage was already fine as it was. You could even reduce the damage. The problem with Sukuna 6-star was his SPA and his range. So his SPA, it's kind of slow, guys. It's kind of like Kirito 6-star. We can walk back over here. Kirito 6-star attacks once every 11 seconds. Sukuna 6-star attacking once every 10 seconds. Kind of slow, especially when you compare it to other units in the game. Ponin, Paper Beauty, attacks once every 7 seconds. Naruto 6-star, I mean, yeah, he attacks once every 9 seconds, but he has a what's his range, 140 or something like that? And Sukuna's range is only 55. So for an example, I guess when you place Sukuna down, you max him out. I guess his range is not that bad. 55 range is pretty good. But at the very least for Sukuna 6-star over here, because he is a 6-star unit, just like Kirito's 6-star, you know, I mean, you have to be able to differentiate between like the 5 and 6-star units in the game. So 6 stars should definitely be better. It shouldn't be to the point where Conan is almost as good as Sukuna 6-star, because Conan has less damage than Sukuna 6-star here, but she attacks faster and she has like 2 times the range. So if they are going to rework or redo or rebuff Sukuna 6-star over here, definitely decrease the SPA and then definitely increase the range, or make him attack air units. Even if he attacks air units, I think that would be pretty set. Players would be happy with that if he just attacked air units. Because at least Kirito 6-star over here, he can attack air units. But you guys already know air units on like wave 50 something, they move so fast that Kirito's not even going to be able to attack them because he attacks so slow. Third unit that could possibly get a buff or rework in the future maybe needs a rebuff. Oh god, Broly. Yes, Broly again. So you guys already know Broly got a new orb in the update. It's called like the Green Goblin orb or something like that. I don't know. Spider-Man No Way Home is coming out. That's all I'm saying, guys. At level 80, he already does like 4,000 damage every wave. If you have him at level 80, he gives like 300 additional damage per wave. So he has like a really unique feature, I guess. Every single wave that passes, he gets 300 damage. Doesn't seem like a lot, but when you Irwin buff, it's basically another 1,000 damage. If you make it 70 waves in infinite mode, well, we're talking like 70k damage. And then his orb gives like 10,000. I don't know. All I'm trying to say is his damage was never the problem. Like, Broly already slaps guys. Broly's already pretty OP. You remember using him on this map back in the day? You would place him like right here. He'd be able to hit like this entire pathway all the way leading to like enemy spawn coming out right there. So Broly's damage never really the problem. Full AoE, good to go. Honestly, the only thing that I think most players can agree on to change for Broly, just make his range bigger. You don't even really need to, I guess, like reduce his SPA, because players know Broly, you know, he's supposed to have like a really long SPA. That's what players know him for. But his range could definitely use some work. You take a look at Sukuna's range. Even Sukuna has a bigger range. 55 range. Broly, 52 range. And yes, Broly has a bigger range than Kirito. However, Kirito hits like 60,000 damage. Broly's hitting 5,000. So, they definitely need to increase his range. You could keep the SPA. Maybe you could decrease the SPA. It doesn't really matter. Damage is fine. Just decrease the SPA. Armin, guys. You can see him in my loadout right here. Armin from Attack on Titan Season 4. So Armin, I guess, you guys know Attack on Titan. Colossal Titan is supposed to be huge. So the Colossal Titan in this game, no problems at all. I only think that they should add some kind of ability to Armin. So his SPA actually makes sense. 15, I guess, like SPA. He attacks basically once every 15 seconds. Definitely increase his range, because even with the blue-eyed orb and then Merlin buff, it's still a little too tiny, especially if this is the Colossal Titan. So that's why I said definitely maybe add some kind of ability to Armin over here, the Colossal Titan, because it's kind of lacking, guys. I don't remember the last time somebody used Colossal Titan in the game. He used to be a meta unit maybe a couple of months ago, but nowadays I legitimately don't see anybody using him. I see people using Jinbei more than the Colossal Titan. And then I guess, like, going back to Broly, you could put the blue-eyed orb on Broly. However, if you put the blue-eyed orb on Broly with Merlin buff, his range is still a little too small, especially for somebody called the legendary Broly over here. I would figure if they added like 20, maybe 30 range to Broly, and then, you know, blue-eyed orb and stuff like that, he would be pretty good. Because his SPA, it balances everything out. He's only going to attack like once, I guess like 4 times a minute. But for the Colossal Titan, because he has like a 20 range, even with the blue-eyed orb and Merlin buff, his range still caps out around like 30 range or something. It's so small. He attacks too slow. Yes, he does a lot of damage. Probably like 100,000 with Irwin boost. But for somebody called the Colossal Titan, I don't really know, guys. Especially since this is like a hype unit too. Like, all the units I bring, guys, are hype units. Units that people like really wanted to be OP or strong. but they kind of failed to deliver. I mean, I don't know, except for Broly. Broly was pretty OP back in the day. He just needs like, you know, like a rework or something, or just increase his damn range. And Armin over here, definitely try to add some kind of ability, you know, ultimate tower defense. They do have, I guess, like something called the nuke. It could do like a set amount of damage to every unit on the map. I don't really know. They could, you know, definitely do something like that. And I guess the final unit, we can go all the way back here. Itachi. Damn, guys. I don't know what went wrong with Itachi. Itachi, one of the most hyped units and probably one of people's like most favorite units out of this entire list. Even besides, I guess, like Kirito's 6-star, I would say Itachi is the most popular, then Kirito, then probably Broly and like Sukuna, and then Armin is like the last one. But Itachi, a lot of people had high hopes for this. You ever watch the Naruto Shippuden, guys? But unfortunately for Itachi over here, he just kind of lacks, guys. This man has a 29 range, attacks once every 7 seconds, and he does 11,000 damage. The biggest problem with him, you can already see, is his range and his AoE. Yeah, he has a wide cone AoE. It's kind of fat, actually. And then looking at it, I don't know. Maybe it's not really for Itachi over here. He's not really too fat in the back, but what I'm trying to say is, like, his range, even though it's... even though he attacks half his range, it's so small. 29 range. What's that mean, F-? He attacks, I guess, way faster than Kirito, but like, dude, 7 SPA, 29 range, and it's not even a full AoE. He can't even attack air units. He doesn't even do the same damage as Kirito. He only does 11,000. At least Kirito was doing like, what, 60, 70,000? So I guess for Crow over here, if they're gonna keep the damage the same, they're gonna keep the SPA the same, because damage and SPA, not too big of a problem. Biggest problem is his range. Like, his range is way too small. And if they keep the same range, definitely decrease the SPA. Make him attack faster. Add some kind of ability just like Armin. So maybe if enemies enter his range, they'll, like, I don't know, hit themselves. Maybe it'll reduce their HP over time permanently, or like, I don't know. They can think of something for like his ability. But definitely have to rework or like buff Itachi or something like that, especially as a hype unit. All of these units are hype units, guys. These are units that I guess everybody did expect to pretty much, you know, pop off in All-Star Tower Defense, but they kind of failed to meet it, guys, the expectations. So, but I really do appreciate your guys' support, and until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next video.